All right, welcome everybody to another episode of the 2020 SMB1 Warpless Tournament. I am your commentator, Takate, and we have another two-race deal here with Kosmic versus Stewie Cartman on the top. And on the bottom, we have Oil Ken versus jscarbo. Unfortunately, Oil Ken not showing up for his scheduled time. When that happens, we give the other runner the option of taking a forfeit or of rescheduling. Either way, jscarbo wants to put up a time here. So we're going to have jscarbo run on the bottom. And then we will get going underway here in just a second. But I should mention that that is Group I. It is a four-person group between jscarbo, Oil Ken, YMGC, and Mamaru. If jscarbo takes the forfeit, he would move to 2-0. Otherwise, we would reschedule this match. But either way, jscarbo wants to run. And then on the other group here, that's Group C, we have Kosmic, who is 2-0 with a win. 3-0. Forfeit win over Smith TV, a win over Larvistar, and a win over the Elder Spork. So a win here would move him to 4-0. Meanwhile, his opponent, Stewie Cartman, is 2-0 with the forfeit win over Smith TV and a win over the Elder Spork. So if Stewie can beat Kosmic, that would move Stewie to 3-0. Otherwise, 2-1 in that five-person group there. And three are going to advance from that five-person group. So that's kind of the situation we have going on there. Looks like they will be getting underway in SRL very shortly. And then, of course, there's going to be a little bit of a delay there before we catch up to everything else. But, yeah, we got some excellent runners here in the race. So I'm just going to try to pull up everybody's PB. I think, of course, we know Kosmic's PB is an 18, not even a 19. I'm just so used to saying 19 right off the bat there. But an 18:59 for Kosmic. Looking up Stewie Cartman, we have a 19:29 for Stewie. And don't actually have jscarbo's Warpless PB here in front of me, so I'll try to grab that up for you. But somebody probably knows it, I'm sure. Looks like it is. Scrolling down, I don't see it, yeah. But still, jscarbo, one very excellent runner, has awesome any percent time as well. So very, very good and accomplished runner here. So 19:10 for jscarbo is what chat is telling me. So thank you, chat, for that. Yeah, there it is. I see it there in 16th place, 19:10.256 set just 1 week ago. Very nice. So runners are underway in SRL. We're going to wait for them to fire up on the restream here, and we'll be going very shortly. I know Kosmic is going to be powering up in 1-3 and 1-4. We will see what strategies Stewie Cartman and jscarbo uses as far as a race strategy, and they are indeed underway. So Kosmic going through. jscarbo will grab the mushroom in 1-1, and Stewie Cartman also taken 1-1 as small only. So we'll get Stewie and Kosmic synced up in just a short amount of time. And once we do that, all three runners will be synced up very nicely. jscarbo, as I mentioned, grabbing that power up and doing a little slowdown there to avoid getting a 6 on the timer. 6 would, in the ones digit, the 366, that 6 in the ones digit would give him 6 fireworks. That means the 6 fireworks would be 3 seconds of delay there for the animation. So is jscarbo racing Stewie and Kosmic? No. jscarbo is not in Stewie or Kosmic's group. jscarbo is in a different group, Group I, and we'll be racing Oil Ken in this, but Oil Ken is a no-show. So jscarbo is going to put up a time here, and I think we'll take the forfeit victory over Oil Ken. So that's what we will be seeing here. On the bottom will be jscarbo taking that forfeit victory over Oil Ken. But on the top, we've got Kosmic versus Stewie Cartman. That's the race we'll be focusing on. And Kosmic going into 1-3. This is where he will be grabbing his first of 2 power-ups. Perfectly done by Kosmic. Nice grab. And Stewie Cartman going for the same grab. He gets it. Well done by Stewie as well. Just a mite slower than Kosmic. Still a really nice grab. He is going to get a 6 if he doesn't take a slowdown here. So he slows down to get a 255 on the timer, avoiding the 6 fireworks, which would give him, again, a approximate 3-second time loss by waiting for those 6 firework animations to go off. Kosmic, very nice grab in 1-4. Stewie, meanwhile, skipping the power-up, so he is going to go for Small Fire Mario. And jscarbo is powered up as Big Mario as well, but in 1-1 and 1-2. So we have several different strategies going on here for the runners, and Stewie Cartman getting that Small Fire Mario glitch. So what you see there is he touched the axe and Bowser at the same time. So he actually took damage, but the game didn't get to update his visible sprite to Small Mario. So right now he's Big Mario, but cannot take damage. Now he is Small Mario and can take damage. So kind of a reverse power-up situation from what we're used to. And now he's Small Fire Mario. So he has the advantage of both smaller hitbox Mario and firepower Mario. And this is called the Small Fire Mario glitch. It does take a little bit of extra time to set up, but there's some nice advantages to it throughout the rest of the race. You don't have to do certain duck jumps. For example, in 4-4, you don't have to wait on the fire bar. Just smaller hitbox overall will mean it's a little bit less tight in certain areas, especially the 2-2 swim, which is where we're going into right now. So we'll see how these runners do. There's some choke points where the water kind of narrows and there's some enemies. So that's what we need to keep an eye out for. Oh, and Kosmic shoots the fireball just a bit too high over that cheap. That's what we had to watch out for. That first choke point got Kosmic there. Just missing that cheap with the fireball. And then takes a hit, so he is going to have to try to power back up. I assume 2-3 and 2-4 will be where he re-powers up. So not what Kosmic wanted to have there in 2-2. Meanwhile, jscarbo and Stewie Cartman both clean through 2-2 at this point in time. jscarbo with the perfect 310 at the flagpole, and Stewie is going to get a 308 at this, and 310 would be perfect. So just a couple of frame rules lost for Stewie. Let's watch to see Kosmic if he grabs the power-up here. Also, the cheeps could present a bit of a problem when trying to grab a power-up. A very close encounter there. And gets the power-up, avoids the cheeps, and he is on his way to the end of the level. He does need to be careful on the timer. It'll probably be a 2:37, but if it was slightly slower, it could be a 2:36, so he will need to watch out for that. And just getting the 2:37, so just fast enough to avoid the 6 on the timer there for Kosmic. He will need to grab one more set of power-ups, one more power-up, I should say, not set, but just one more power-up here in 2-4. All right, great power-up grab for Kosmic, and he is back underway. But unfortunately, won't know the Bowser patterns or any of the patterns that he's going to get at this point. So, just going to have to react to things he sees. Gets the forward Bowser. Nice Bowser kill. 258 on the timer. Meanwhile, jscarbo getting the 261 on the timer. And Stewie also a 261. So making up some time there on Kosmic by not having to grab the power-up. But Kosmic still holding the small advantage as we head into World 3 over Stewie Cartman. Meanwhile, jscarbo has had the fastest race of the 3 with the best time going into World 3, and he is powering through 3-1 over the second Koopa on the stairs. Kosmic shooting the second Koopa out of the way. And Stewie with a little bit of a stair boss. Nice dodge in that Koopa. And getting the 343, that's going to cost him 3 fireworks. So look at the fireworks animation on the top right. The timer's going to count down and let's go 1, 2, 3 badoos right there. And those 3 fireworks will cost you around 1.5 seconds. Sometimes it's a little less, sometimes it's an extra frame rule. But yeah, it's in that neighborhood of the amount of time that it costs you for those fireworks. Kosmic in 3-2. Cleanly done. jscarbo also clean through 3-2. And Stewie Cartman using the thank you Goofy strategy to despawn the Goomba there and climb the stairs in 3-2. 3-3, you're gonna see Kosmic jump through the platform there and getting that little bit of swag through the platform jump. That is an actual mechanic in this game. He's not hacking the game or anything like that. It's not cheating or anything. That's just a function of the game that you can do as Big Mario in 3-3. How are they small with fire? If you hit Bowser and you touch the axe at the same time, you will take the damage, but the game will not update your size in time. So you will take damage and you'll become Big Mario, but because the game registers the damage, you'll be Big Mario that can't take damage. Then if you grab a power-up, you'll become Small Mario. And then if you grab another power-up, you become Small Fire Mario. It's actually a glitch in this game, an actual glitch in the game that's been known about for many years. It was in the Nintendo Power magazine many, many years ago. Kosmic into 4-1, getting the double swag kill, killing Lakitu and the falling Spiny that Lakitu threw. You'd love to see the swag. jscarbo halfway through 4-1 already, still leading the 3 runners, but jscarbo is just trying to put up a good time because his opponent forfeited by no-showing. So jscarbo getting the flagpole glitch swag. 4-1, yeah, that is also a glitch. Very nice by jscarbo, grabbing that flagpole glitch as Big Mario. Well done, jscarbo. Meanwhile, Stewie also threw 4-1, so 3 very nice races we have going on for our 3 competitors. jscarbo, again, just trying to put up a time for average time in the group stage for seeding purposes. Kosmic and Stewie Cartman are actually facing each other, and Kosmic gets kind of a weird bounce off of that Goomba. He's going to have to play small only in 4-2. There is a power-up he could grab at the end of 4-2. Let's see if he does it. It's kind of a slow one, so he's going to skip getting that, and he's small only right now in 4-2. So Stewie Cartman has the opportunity to close the door here as Stewie also goes on the bottom route here. 345 for Stewie Cartman. 350 would be optimal into that pipe. So Stewie Cartman is good. Yes, jscarbo's timer should be running, but I think he accidentally reset it. We can retime it manually, not a big deal. Kosmic not grabbing the power-up in 4-3, just going to plow on through here with Small Mario strats. We'll see if he decides to power up in 5-2. There isn't going to be any in 4-4. There isn't going to be any in 5-1, but there are multiple power-up opportunities in 5-2. All right. So, in 4-4, jscarbo going to duck under the fire bar. Kosmic doesn't have to duck under the fire bar because he's Small Mario, and jscarbo with the fire kill. You see jscarbo and Kosmic touch the axe at almost exactly the same time, but jscarbo is going to finish the level faster because he got the fire kill, whereas Kosmic had to wait for the bridge to collapse, and then Bowser to fall in the lava. That animation costs Kosmic around 2.5 to 3 seconds there. So that is the advantage of having Fire Mario. It is faster in these castle levels. Kosmic in 5-1, like I said, the only power-up is that star block that he just hit, but he's not grabbing that. He's just going to play it as small only. And I think we'll see him power up in 5-2. I know in his race versus the Elder Spork, he did end up powering up in 5-2. So that would be my best guess, but you never know how these races go. Kosmic may just keep running as small only. Stewie Cartman getting a 245. Optimal would be 247 in 5-1. Kosmic challenging the Bill. No Bill shot there. Bopping the hammer, bro. And let's see if he ends up grabbing this power-up. There's going to be another set of hammer bros here. They're out of the way. And skipping the power-up, so we might be seeing small-only strats from Kosmic at this point. You guys might be in for a treat if Kosmic really is going small-only the rest of the way. He is a very accomplished small-only Warpless runner and has not yet decided to power up. We'll see. Maybe he goes for 5-3 and 5-4 as well. He does need to do the Roy L. Good bars, so maybe 5-3 and 5-4 are good power-up opportunities. Yep. Oh, he gets the bullet bill, but still gets the power-up. Nicely done for Kosmic. So not small-only. Very nice dodge there. Kosmic busting out the moves in that 5-3. That's why he is one of the best, if not the best in the world, folks. Great stuff there from Kosmic. Stewie, meanwhile, in 5-3, getting a nice pattern and doesn't have to bust out the duck moves because he is small Fire Mario. We're going to see Kosmic grab power up here in 5-4. And he does so. And what that also does is it'll set up good... It won't set up good fire bars in that tunnel. He did it a little too quickly to guarantee the good fire bars. So he's so fast that it was to his own detriment. Woo! Skimming his head on the Potaboo there, and a 253 on the timer in 5-4. Stewie, meanwhile, taking it safe on the Podoboo section, getting the fire kill on Bowser, and not too far behind Kosmic. So if Kosmic has another mishap, Stewie could close the door. Meanwhile, jscarbo took damage in 5-4. That was his first damage of the race. But will grab power-ups in 6-1. There's two very comfortable power-ups to get in 6-1. jscarbo swinging around, getting the Fire Flower, gonna wait on the Spinies, and on his way as Big Fire Mario once again. (6-2), one of the more technical levels. Lots of piranha plants you need to kill to get out of your way to go through this optimally. And one of the more fun levels in the speedrun, I would say, for the accomplished runners. They get to have fun, shoot some piranha plants, and show off their skills. Kosmic making quick work of it, jscarbo as well, and Stewie. So very nice 6-2 for Kosmic. jscarbo coming to the stairs over the Koopa. And Stewie's turn as well, and getting a 340 on the timer. So 3 very clean 6-2. Stewie with just a little bit of a slowdown at one point to get the 340 on the timer. 342 would be optimal here. Kosmic taking the bottom route in 6-3 as Big Mario. A little scarier, because if you mistime that duck jump, you can bonk your head on the underside of one of the platforms and take a death, but no problems for Kosmic there. Stewie Cartman, meanwhile, taking the spring strats, going up top, and gonna finish the level off with a 254. 255 would be optimal. And in fact, you can get a very, very, very high 255 for the most optimal frame rule. Kosmic taking the faster strats in 6-4, gets the good fire bars. And very, very quickly done. Good stuff there from Kosmic. 2 fireballs on Bowser, and 3 more from the other side, and get a little bit of lag. This is because Bowser now throws hammers. So there's hammers, there's a Podoboo on the screen, there's the platform, there's Mario. So that all of that is going to create some lag because the Nintendo just can't handle that much stuff as a nice old early to mid 80s console there. But that lag can be, you know, in speedruns can be very important, especially in PB attempts. Probably won't come into play in a Warpless race, but you never know. We did have a 3-frame finish last year between Rupert and the Call. They finished 3 frames apart, so you never know when lag could even come into play in the tournament. But good 7-1 for all the runners. Kosmic leading them all heading into 7-2. 7-2, repeat of 2-2. This repeat of 2-2 will now have more bloopers and more cheap cheeps and the dreaded bad blooper at the end of 2-2. Now, Kosmic did get a little tripped up at the first choke point in 2-2, missing that fireball shot, but no problems on that first choke point in 7-2. We'll have to look out at the end of the level for any potential bad bloopers. Oh, and jscarbo takes damage at that first checkpoint there, so jscarbo losing power up. Still, again, wants to put up a good time here because jscarbo is going for average time at this point with the forfeit win over his opponent. And Stewie gets the bad blooper there. Nice. Decides to go down in the middle and shoots it out of the way. That's actually one of the fastest ways that you could play that. So good recognition from Stewie on that bad blooper to go down in the middle and kill that blooper and not have to sit up at the top and swim around and wait for it to kind of get out of the way. So well done by Stewie. And Kosmic getting a bad pattern there, taking damage in 7-3, not going to grab that power up. It's not really going to help him because there is no other power ups besides that one for 8-1. And being Big Mario in 8-1 is kind of uncomfortable. Kosmic going for a flagpole glitch, not quite getting it there. But that does open the door for Stewie Cartman should something happen to Kosmic in World 8 or even in the end of World 7 here. So certainly not over yet. Stewie needs to keep going here. Kosmic as small only, still in the lead. Has taken damage twice now. The one damage with the bad pattern in 7-3 and the damage in 2-2 from missing that cheap with the fireball shot. This is a maze level, 7-4. You'll see runners kind of take a convoluted route, going bottom, middle, top, and then top, middle, top. But that's not going to present any problems for any of our runners. They all 3 are through the maze cleanly first try. Kosmic touching the axe, having to wait for that bridge to collapse. and Bowser to fall in. He also had to wait for Bowser to do an extra jump there, so that cost him some time. Stewie closing the door little by little. Kosmic, will he go for the any percent strategies once again? Not going for the any percent strategies this time. Very interesting. He did go for the any percent strats in his first race, but not in this race. I'm going to have to ask him about that if he gets a chance to interview. I wonder if he's aware of where Stewie is, but relative to the last race, he decided to go full on any percent strats because he had a big lead. So I don't know. Something we'll have to ask him about in the interviews. I think normally he doesn't watch his opponents, so very interesting decision there by Kosmic, but clean 8-1 and 198 on the timer. Yes, first race he had a huge lead, but he doesn't normally watch where his opponents are, so that's why I want to ask him, is because he normally doesn't have his opponent up on the screen. So if he doesn't have his opponent on the screen, I'm curious about the decision-making process of going safer strats in this one versus bigger strats in the first one, or aggressive strats in the first one. He does grab power-up here in 8-2. So this is a very close race between all three runners, even though it really only is a race at the top between Kosmic and Stewie Cartman. We got three runners that are all kind of in the latter half of 8-2 right now. Stewie Cartman just behind Kosmic, gets that fire kill on the Koopa, and heading into 8-2, we'll see. Kosmic's screen blinked off at 18:05, 18:06. Stewie Cartman's screen blinks off at 8:13. So about 8, maybe 9 seconds difference between, or 8 or 7 seconds difference between these two. Kosmic gonna have to be careful as a Big Mario. If he takes damage, that could open up the door for Stewie Cartman. And a bad pattern there for Kosmic. He does take that damage, so Stewie can close the gap a little bit. And if Kosmic were to get a bad cheap or something happening in 8-4, that would mean Stewie Cartman would have the advantage as small fire only. So not out of the woods yet for Kosmic. He's an amazing 80% runner, but anything can happen here. If he gets a bad pattern, if he gets a bad Potaboo, if he gets a bad Bowser, bad cheap, all sorts of things are possible. Setting up the 2-frame wall jump here. Nails it. Now let's watch this turnaround room. This is where the bad cheap could come into play. No bad cheap. Beautiful turnaround for Kosmic. 1 pixel longer than it needed to be. Very good turnaround room. Now he's into the water section. Shouldn't have too much trouble with the water here under the fire bar. And then it just comes down to the last room. Will he get trolled by the Potaboo? Will he get trolled by Bowser? Waits on the Potaboo. Waiting on Bowser. And time with a 1933.33. Stewie taking damage to the Potaboo. 1938. Really nice run for Stewie. Close race between these two. Get your GGs out in chat for both runners. Stewie taking the loss, but I think he'll be very, very happy finishing within 5 seconds of Kosmic. That will give Kosmic a perfect record. But holy cow, really, really close race there for Stewie and Kosmic. And Stewie coming within 9 seconds of his PB. PB's a 1929. And there we have jscarbo finishing. So all three runners are done. Let me mark them done. And done. And done. So now we can get them up here for interviews. But that was a great run. Stewie saying in SRL that was a race PB for him. So GG's to Stewie on the race PB. Great job, man. But whew, that was a fun race. That was close. No lack of drama there. We have Kosmic and Stewie in the waiting room. They are able to come up whenever they are ready. So yeah. All right, we have both Kosmic and Stewie here. Very close race, finishing 5 seconds apart. Kosmic with a 1933, Stewie with a 1938 and a race PB. So GG's to both of you. We'll start with the winner, Kosmic here. Kosmic, a 1933. Took a couple of hits. First one was in 2-2, I believe it was, missing that fireball. And then kind of a tough pattern there in 7-3.
Yeah, I am happy with how I played, except the fire flower losses, which sounds kind of stupid to say, but what I mean is it's not always the worst if you lose fire. If you recover it quickly, you can still get a super good time. But I'm okay with how I played on all the parts, except the ways I lost fire, I think were kind of bad. It was just like miss a fireball on a cheap, and then even on 7-3, I was like, I should fireball this Koopa, and then I just jumped anyway, and it just wasn't a smart decision.
Yeah, that definitely happens. And real quick before we get over to Stewie, I wanted to ask you about your decision-making process in 8-1. I know often you don't have the restreams up or know where your opponent is, but in this one you decided to go for safer strats in 8-1, whereas in the previous race you ran an hour ago, you went for more aggressive strats in 8-1. Did you know where your opponents were in both cases, or what was the decision-making process there?
I didn't know in either case. The first one, I probably just felt more confident, like I was on pretty good pace, and then this one I'd had some more mistakes and knew that like if I die somewhere in 8-4, like I could or somewhere in World 8, I could probably lose the race, so just safed it out.
There we go. And Stewie, you got a 1938, 9 seconds off your PB and setting a race PB. So you got to feel pretty good about that run, huh?
That was pretty much everything I wanted to do, except for playing maybe a little bit more aggressively.
Did you lose power up at all until the final rune there?
I think that was the only power up loss in the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So a really nice, clean run for you.
GTA's best friend, Loadabo.
Yeah, exactly. Really nice, clean run for you. I think finishing within 5 seconds of Kosmic, the world record holder, going into the tournament, if I had said that, would you have thought that would be a thing you would do?
No way.
So I got to be pleased with that performance. That moves you to, 2-1. I think you still have a match with Larvistar. Is that right?
Yep, that's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Okay. So 2-1, and that match will be potentially for seeding purposes. It looks like the Elder Spork is 1-3 with his only win, the forfeit win. So that you, Larvistar, and Kosmic will all advance, but that could have seeding implications with the time. So it looks like in your first run you had, what was that, about a 21:10 and then a 19:38
like that,
here. Yeah, so you're looking to put up an average time. What are you looking forward to in that race with Larvistar?
Just do what I did here. Just get small fire and then just go from there.
Yeah,
small fire is the most important thing.
Were there any points in the run that maybe, obviously without taking any damage, were any maybe, I don't know, slowdowns or bonks or safe strats that you wish you had back, or overall just really happy with the run?
I'm just really happy with the run and how I was able to react to some of the bouncers I got.
Yeah. Kosmic, I do want to say that 5-3 was quite the adventure.
Dude, that was crazy. Yeah.
Wait, did you get some bad bills?
Well, I recovered the mushroom in 5-3, which I haven't done too much, but I'm like, oh, what's the worst that could happen? And they really tried, but, I said 5-3 beat the bills, and they can't touch me.
Never say what's the worst that can happen.
So Kosmic does that jump down to the question block, and he got the bill in the way, so bopped off the bill and had to adjust his fall to get the question to bop the question block from underneath. That was kind of a shady moment, and then it throws off the timing of the bills, but he had a couple of really sick dodges, so definitely give that 5-3. Yeah, 5-3, watch that back. Meanwhile, we did have jscarbo. I want to recap for those that may be there in chat. jscarbo, we will retime his run because his timer failed. In SRL, it said he got a 20:11, but that's not the official time we're going to use. I will give the run a retime there, and that is going to be used for seeding purposes. He does get the forfeit victory over Oil Can. But Kosmic, you are done with the group stage. Perfect 4-0. Then we go on to the knockout stage. So how are you feeling about your play heading into the knockout stages?
I'm okay with how it went today because obviously it's a lot better than how it was last week. I just need to keep up that improvement because this play is it can cut it for the group stage, but every match people are going to be more and more competitive or whatever, and I don't know. Got to tighten up a little bit because there's some strong folks in the tournament.
That there are. And Stewie, you will also be advancing. As we said, the matchup with Larva Star could be potentially for seeding based off of the way that we're reseeding everything for the bracket stage. So GG's to both of you runners on the completion there. Kosmic getting the win. I do want to mention the upcoming schedule. We do have 2 races submitted for tomorrow. I think they'll probably be approved. If they are, it would be Miniland versus Dodge Master Dually at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we'd have Larvistar versus Stewie Cartman. Rupert is on the road right now. I'm going to see if I can't get a hold of him and just make sure it's okay to approve those. But I think those will be going on. And then on Wednesday, we have yours truly versus Thelxino in some Group E must-win scenarios for both myself and Thelxino. So a lot of good runs, a lot of good races coming up. Meanwhile, once again, thank you to SpeedGaming for, of course, hosting the tournament. And make sure to go to speedgaming.org/schedule to check out their schedule. Right now, they have Metroid Prime Any Percent tournament going on SpeedGaming 2. Coming up on SpeedGaming 1 at the top of the hour. They're going to have this Super Metroid Link to the Past randomizer. On SpeedGaming 3, they got another Link to the Past rando race coming up. So lots of stuff on the SpeedGaming family of networks. Thank you to them for hosting. Thank you to Rupert, of course, for adminning and putting on this tournament. And once again, congrats to both of our runners. That is going to do it for this episode of Super Mario Bros. 1 Warpless 2020 tournament. We will definitely see you tomorrow for a couple of races. At least one, probably a couple of races will get approved. And until then, I am Takate. Have a good night, everybody, and catch you later.